Mullah Nasruddin was sitting in the doctor's clinic waiting to be served. As he was sitting there, he was moaning loudly. "I hope I'm very ill. I do hope I'm very ill." And someone in the waiting room piped up and said, "Why are you saying that, Mullah?" "Because," said the Mullah, "anyone who feels like me couldn't possibly be well." Yesterday there was occasion to have a cup of chai with someone. During the course of the conversation, it was said, I don't understand why these things happen to me. Everybody else's life seems to be nice and smooth." But to paraphrase, it was said, "Every time I get up, I get knocked down again." And even though the story wasn't related at the time, it immediately brought to mind one of those famous stories of Rumi. And it's that story about Ahmed. And Ahmed was lying under a great tree, enjoying the spring sunshine, dozing off in its warmth, when suddenly a stranger came by. And the stranger took out his sword and began to slice at Ahmed. And Ahmed, shocked, with blood pouring out from his wounds, was crying, "Why are you doing this to me? Who are you?" But the wounds went on, and until finally there was a little lull while the stranger put his sword away. And Ahmed was lying there, bewailing his fate, saying, "Why is this happening to me?" But there was just a little respite while the stranger put away his sword and took out his mace and began to strike Ahmed again. Get up and run! Run! Run!" So Ahmed ran, panting and trying to catch his breath, thirsty and tired, but still the stranger was relentless, flailing at him with his mace until Ahmed fell down exhausted under a great apple tree. And then there was a moment's respite again while the stranger put away his mace, and Ahmed lay there thinking to himself, what is happening to me? What is the meaning of this? And in that brief moment of respite, he thought about all of the experiences of his life. And he thought, there's no rhyme or reason to them. I don't understand. But that respite was short-lived because the stranger forced Ahmed to eat the rotten apples that were underneath the tree, forcing him until he was absolutely gorged and couldn't eat any more. And just as he lay there, as his stomach was churning and rumbling, the stranger took out his whip and whipped Ahmed up and whipped him so that he came to a stream and forced him to drink. Drink! 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 So Ahmed was forced to drink from the stream until he could drink no more. And then it happened. His stomach turned and his gorge rose up, and he began to vomit, and he vomited and vomited and vomited, thinking all the while to himself, what is my fate? Why is this happening to me? But when the vomiting ceased, he looked up at the stranger and said, why did you do this to me? And the stranger took his whip and pointed to the pile of vomit. And there in the vomit was a deadly black viper. And Ahmed said to the stranger, but why? Why didn't you tell me? I would have meekly done whatever you wanted me to do. And the stranger replied, if I had have told you, it would have frightened you to death. What is the better? And suddenly Ahmed had a great realization, and he fell on his knees in front of the stranger and thanked him for the blessings, thanked him for waking him up. What's the deep meaning of this story for us?
It's the suffering that'll make us awake.
We can eat up the vomit again, including the viper. As so many do. Again and again and again, isn't it? Like a dog vomiting and then eating her own vomit. How many have we seen who have done it? Have we done it ourselves?
Often if you find yourself being led down a situation and you don't particularly want to go there, sometimes it's just you have to go there, know it's good, and without thinking too much, and you go with it, and eventually it'll be shown what's going on, and then you get the benefit from it. So there's that aspect. And there's the other aspect that sometimes you don't think something's good for you, in fact it is.